We just got a brand new title update out of nowhere for College Football 26. Now, typically they had been releasing the notes for the updates the day before they drop. They've been doing that all year long, but with this update, they didn't do it because it's not a huge update, I guess you could say. They only originally advertised that they were adding new uniforms and helmets, but they actually did have some gameplay and other additions to this update, which they did later reveal on their Twitter account just a few minutes ago. So I was going through trying to find all the changes for you guys before they even listed them, but this update does have a few really good changes, especially gameplay wise, and they did add a lot of sick new uniforms and helmets. Plus, we've got some other news that we'll talk about later in the video as well. Now, if you are new to the channel and you never want to miss out on any important updates for this game, make sure you subscribe and turn the bell icon on. That way you never miss any of these videos when they drop. So let's start with some gameplay stuff. So one of the big things they did with this update is the same thing they did with the previous Madden update. They made the AI a little bit better. Smarter AI, run play calling, and north-south ball carrier logic has been implemented. And here you'll see I just captured some practice footage of these inside run plays by the computer, so you can kind of just see a bunch of examples in real time. Now you'll see a much better run game out of the computer, especially on inside runs more than anything else in my opinion. Again, they did the same thing for Madden. So before, the AI was a lot dumber, just to put it, bluntly. They just were not very smart, and they would take these inside runs and always try to bounce them outside, or they would do unnecessary skill moves like jukes and spins, behind the line of scrimmage a lot of times, which would cause them to either lose yards or not really gain any yards. When the computer would run the ball, a lot of times it would just be worthless. If you had half a brain on defense yourself, you could just easily shut down the computer. Now you'll see they get a lot more north-south quickly. They try to find the lane. They don't do unnecessary or ball carrier moves when they don't need to, and they've even adjusted the AI play calling to call the plays that are, for lack of a better term, just more consistent, like dives, inside zones, stretches, or outside zones, instead of kind of just randomly calling a lot of counters and tosses. Like, they'll still call those runs sometimes, but just not as often. So you should see a lot better play out of the AI, not only from the run game, but they also adjusted AI quarterback play as well. And they listed this on Twitter. They said AI QBs will now have better consideration of throwing the ball away when all receivers are covered to avoid taking those unnecessary sacks, and all QB clock management improved by targeting the end zone or throwing the ball away near halftime and in late game situations. It also appears from limited testing that the QBs will push the ball further downfield, especially when you take away the shorter intermediate area of the field. Another change they snuck in here was that they fixed the Y flat quick play out of the gun bunch nasty formations. Again, they did this same thing in Madden, so the play art has been changed on the outside here, so you no longer have that quick, unrealistic slant out from the outside receiver that was really hard to guard because, again, it was just an unrealistic kind of speed burst type of route. Now they've changed the route up, made it a more realistic play. It can still work, but it's just not as overpowered as before. Some other general gameplay changes for this update include addressing the unrealistic QB speed boost when juking in the backfield while not holding sprint. Again, this was also a problem in Madden. They recently fixed it there, so they brought that over to college. They've also improved defender pursuit, so they maintain proper containment angles against QB jukes. And it says with these fixes, both aspects of QB jukes behind the line have been rebalanced. No more unintended speed boosts, and defenders now keep stronger containment. They also fixed an issue where changing wear and tear subs on the play call would result in your coach adjustments being reset. That should no longer be an issue. Now we're going to continue on with more of the updates, but really quickly I want to shout out today's sponsor, Underdog. If you like sports and you like winning money, then you've got to be on Underdog playing their pick'em game. Basically, all you do is pick higher or lower on player stats, and if they hit, you can win big money. And if you use my code RAY, R-A-Y, they're going to give you a free play and free money to start with. So for example, if you want to sign up and play for tonight's NFL game, they're going to give you a free play of Jahmyr Gibbs to get a single yard. That means all he needs to do is literally get 1 yard, and that's it, you win. If you want to wait and play on Monday, they're going to give you Patrick Mahomes to get a single yard. And no matter when you sign up, there's always a free play just like this for you to take advantage of. And when you use my code RAY, they're going to also give you up to $100 in free bonus cash after you play just $5, and you can't beat that. Now let's take a look at the new uniforms and helmets that were added. One of the biggest ones are the new Navy uniforms for the Army-Navy game. These are some of the best looking uniforms in all of college football. The jersey, the helmet, Navy always knocks it out of the park with their uniforms, and these look sick. And you can't forget about the Army as well. They're going to have their special uniforms for this game that's coming soon, and theirs looks pretty clean as well with the all whites and the gray helmet. Another big one that was added are the Miami camo uniforms. These are pretty sick. Miami, another team that does really good with their alternates. Got the camo U on the helmet, the camo jersey, and the green pants. I love these. We also have some gray alternates for Miami of Ohio. These pretty sick as well. I'm a pretty big fan of gray uniforms when done right. The gray with the red numbers mixed with the white helmet. I mean, this is just chef's kiss in my opinion. These look absolutely awesome. Speaking of camo, Washington also got their camo uniforms as well. So with their uniforms, they've got the camo pants, and then it looks like the numbers and the logos on the jersey are camo as well. Here's an up-close shot at that. So these actually look pretty sick. A lot of teams like to do camo in college football, and here is just another example. We also got another Miami of Ohio black alternate here. I mean, they've got some pretty sick alternates, I'm not going to lie. All black with the red accents and then the red Miami helmet. These look pretty good, can't lie to you. Up next, we've got the Colorado State updated snow day uniforms with the updated pants and helmet. So here you're taking a look at just kind of the whole uniform together. Here's an up-close look at the helmet. So these look pretty cool, definitely like those. Louisiana Tech, another team that does pretty nice with their alternates. They kind of keep it simple, but they're always clean. Here are their all black alternates, black helmet, black top, black bottom. Like that look a lot. We also got the gold jersey for Colorado. I think this is another one of those things where you just can't go wrong. When teams have gold jerseys, usually they look pretty clean. They also added a new Oregon helmet, the white and black Oregon helmet. It's not the one that they showed on Twitter for whatever reason, so I think they just showed the wrong one. This is the only new one that I could find. I mean, they've got a ton of helmets in the game, but this is the new one I believe that they meant to advertise. We also got the new Baylor chrome and green helmet. Definitely like this look. Baylor got some pretty sick chrome helmets, so I'm glad they got these added to the game. We've got the new script Hokies helmet for Virginia Tech added. Definitely like how this one looks, how they kept the Hokies orange instead of doing it with white. I think that's a really cool look right there. We also got a new James Madison gold helmet with the purple Dukes on the side. So not too much different than their other helmets, but just a slight variation there. So those look nice. I'm sure JMU fans will be happy to have that. We got a new black and white Missouri State helmet here with the Mo State on the side. This is one of the newer teams added this year, so glad that they're keeping them up to date. We've also got some new alternates for Wyoming. We got the all black uniforms here. A lot of teams do all blacks and all whites. It's kind of just standard now, so there you have that. Got a couple new helmets for Utah State. I think it's the 23 and 24 version. I forget the name of the helmet, but I think they're hand-painted helmets if I'm correct there. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you can see here's the other version here. This one may be the best new helmet added. I forget which year this one is from. It's either last year or 23 because they added some of the old ones, but this is a sick helmet. I can't lie to you. This is very, very unique. I mean, the entire helmet, like the more you look at it, the more you notice new things on it. So I really like this one a whole lot. I can't lie. We also got the Navy Old Dominion helmet here, another form of a Navy helmet, that ODU logo on the side right there. So that's new to the game. We also got the black Fresno State Bulldogs script helmet. So if you're a Fresno State fan, I'm sure you're happy to see that added to the game right there. Looks nice. Couple new Marshall helmets were added as well. This, I believe, is called the 75 helmet. So this one, kind of a different look there, different than, you know, what they typically wear. So we've got that one. And here you can see even on the stripe, it's got like writing on it. So they got the details there. And then we've got the camo Marshall helmet as well. Again, a lot of teams are doing camo stuff nowadays. I actually like this one a lot. I think this is maybe the best Marshall helmet in my opinion. We also got a throwback helmet, I believe, here for New Mexico. So giving you a good little look at that. New Mexico definitely has some pretty cool uniforms and helmets. Now, this might be the best helmet added, depending on who you ask. I think this one's really cool. The Utah State cow print helmet, I think is what it's called. This one is sick. I like this a lot. We got a new blue helmet here for BYU. This is kind of my favorite style of helmet from them. I like this logo better than their typical one. I think it just looks a lot cooler. We also got a throwback helmet for Charlotte. Charlotte, another team that quietly has some pretty cool unis and helmets out there. I like this one. We also got the Kent State Fearless Flash helmet, I believe it's called. I think they wore this earlier this season. Maybe it was week 1. If I'm wrong, just correct me on that. But this one's pretty cool. Definitely a nice logo there on that helmet. We've got the Georgia Southern USA helmet. This is a kind of another trend we see. A lot of teams have like a USA version of their helmet. This one pretty cool. Got the eagle head on the side, got the flag on the stripe, which I like. And then the other side of the helmet's the number. So pretty cool helmet there. We also got the UTEP Sun City helmet. I like this one a lot. UTEP, another team that has some really good uniforms and helmets. Moving on here to West Virginia, another USA themed helmet. They've got theirs in the game now. WVU kind of has a lot of different styles that you can switch around as well. We also got a throwback West Virginia helmet here. I believe it's throwback helmet, so they got a couple new ones added in this update, which you love to see. We've got a new helmet for Oklahoma State, the orange Pokes helmet, the script on the side, so that one's pretty cool there. Definitely one of their better helmets in my opinion. I just like the look of it. We also got the all white out UNLV Rebels helmet. I'm always a fan of white helmets. I think they just never look bad, so I like this. And then we've got a new Oregon State helmet here. I believe they have multiple colors of this new helmet. I forget what the name of it is, but definitely a cool logo there, so that was also added. Now, I know some people are still asking where certain equipment is. That's kind of been a big topic in college football this year. I was told that the F7 helmet should be here with the next update. So this isn't the last update for college football. Again, it's not guaranteed that it's coming in the next update, but that's just what I've been told, that the wait should finally be over, that it's going to be coming very soon. So not in this update, of course. I know people were hoping to have it in because it probably should have just been in the game by now, to be honest. But I know a lot of people have that question. That is definitely coming in the next update, and we could have more equipment there as well, hopefully. There's going to definitely be some more uniform and helmet updates. They kind of do that every single time because teams are constantly adding new ones. As far as gameplay and Dynasty goes, not sure how much more of that we're going to see. I think this might have been the last major gameplay update of the year, if you even want to call it major. Wasn't really nothing crazy, but they did, you know, fix some key things that needed to be addressed. But not sure we're going to see too much of that the rest of the year, but definitely should get some more equipment and some uniform stuff, at least with one other update to go. Now, while you're here, there are some really big hidden things in College Football 26 that I guarantee you don't know about. If you want to find out what that is, make sure you check out this video right here on the screen.